trouble because he grabbed a Wisconsin assistant coach after the loss yesterday. Juwan Howard told reporters he didn't think a timeout with 15 seconds to go was necessary, and that's why he let the other coach know. So the exchange became heated, and the other players and coaches got involved. There was this big scuffle, but instead of, shaking his hand after the game, he hit him. Problematic.
That starts the brawl, and everybody pours out, and you have the rumble on the court.
It's just, he's the coach. Come on.
Yeah, a little bit off base. Yeah. The former Miami Dolphins head coach who's suing the NFL over racial discrimination has a job. The Pittsburgh Steelers have hired Brian Flores. He will be their senior defensive assistant coach and linebackers coach next season.
While the lawsuit still continues on.
Oh, yes.
This in no way obviates his claims. But it's football's strange. When you notice that a coach is fired, he shows up in a lesser position in another team, becomes a defensive or offensive coordinator, and then some other team picks him up as a head coach again. And it's like this business. It used to be when there are actually other radio stations that did what we did. Now they, thank goodness, don't exist because they're all went into the toilet. But it used to be you'd lose a job here, you go over there. You'd lose a job there, you go to the other place. Right. And sometimes you were promoted up by losing jobs.
Yeah.
I never had a job that actually worked that way. You get fired, you go, thank you very much. I have a better job waiting for me. So the lawsuit's going to continue. Do you think the lawsuit has legs?
Yes. Particularly, there's a couple of things. One is, this is less of it, but he took over the Dolphins team. The Dolphins team, not that good. He did get back-to-back winning seasons. So you can't really point the finger at him legitimately and say, you stunk as a head coach. But that whole incident, assuming he can prove this, where he was up for a job, and before his interview for the head coaching job, he accidentally got a congratulatory text meant for someone else, Bill Belichick, I believe, screwed up, showing that they had already decided who they were hiring before they interviewed him, meaning that the whole diversity thing is a sham.
Except how many times has that been done in the NFL when mistakes were done, or in baseball when mistakes were done along those same lines, and things were changed around, and you change your mind, well, we're not going to hire him, we are. I mean, it does happen. So I don't know how many times it happens in sports.
No, this doesn't happen.
Is this, well that's the question I have. This is unique. This particular situation is unique, is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, you may not know the name Sandra and Marvin Weiner. 87 years old she was, and Marvin was 90. They were found dead. It looks like a murder-suicide. Why this story is such a big deal is because Sandra Weiner is the sister of Bernie Madoff. And apparently, it looks like Sandra and Marvin were among those destroyed by Bernie Madoff's $65 billion Ponzi scheme. And murder-suicide there, remember, it was back, I think, in the 90s that Bernie Madoff's son killed himself. No, sorry, it was 2008.
Right. So everybody around Bernie Madoff was burned very badly, except his immediate family. And I think the son, though, was complicit, wasn't he, when he killed himself? I think he was accused of being complicit. But anyway, did you?
I remember that.
The point is, look at how many years and look how old they are, and a murder-suicide takes place.
Man, their kids are saying that he ruined them financially, that they lost millions.
What do? You wait 20 years?
No, it's odd.
These things take their toll, and also you can't be sure it's entirely because they lost $3 million to Chevrolet.
Jennifer, some news you want to share with us, please?
Former President Trump's new social media app is available today. The Truth Social app is Trump's new way to connect with supporters after being banned from other platforms. Countdown's on for another launch of a SpaceX rocket carrying internet satellites that'll blast into orbit from Florida. Supposed to happen yesterday, but that got delayed because of the weather. And a Hollywood couple is trying for another baby. Model and cookbook author Chrissy Teigen revealed on Instagram she is undergoing IFV. This comes after more than a year after she and her husband, John Legend, lost a son in her third pregnancy. From the HMS Capital Weather Center, it looks like it's going to be cloudy today with highs just in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. We do have a slight chance of rain and a wind advisory in effect through tonight. This report is brought to you by ForeverFriendsLA.org. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like the 5.
Well, you betcha. I don't think we're going to see the sun today, that's for sure. Just wanted to give you some peace of mind here. This North 5, 605 out to East LA. It's looking good. Two big problems I got to warn you about, especially coming through Diamond Bar. At Diamond Bar Boulevard, it's right at the split merge of 60-57. Got a problem on both sides. Only the right lane is open in both directions. And the big backup is coming out of Chino, that's for sure, going from Ontario. You definitely want to use the westbound 10. And a problem on the North 605 before the 210. Got the left lane and part of the right lane block. It's just real slow going through. Southbound, that at least looks pretty good. Jeff Kfi in the sky.
Good kids sometimes make bad choices. But with the support of caring adults, their futures hold great potential. Find out how you can help a young person on probation at ForeverFriendsLA.org. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring is hard. Luckily, there's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates from the same place. Just sponsor a job. You'll immediately get a short list of quality candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started.
The holy grail of home ownership is to pay off that mortgage as soon as possible. Well, I want to explain a totally different way of thinking about your home, your money. Paying off your home makes no sense. In the past few years, your home's value has increased like crazy. Home prices have gone up exponentially, and that means your home's equity has grown exponentially too. And all that value in your house is just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Money is so cheap right now, and you probably think that the money in your home is safe, and investing that money is dangerous. Not necessarily true. If your home loan rate is 3% or under, you only have to make more than 3%. The problem is that paying off your home is so deeply rooted, you probably learned it from your parents. Their goal is to pay off the house, live modestly into old age, minimal expenses. Today, it is totally different. We don't have guaranteed pensions to count on anymore. Social Security benefits don't let you keep your lifestyle. So your retirement is probably powered by your investments. I was talking to Mark Tice at HMS Capital about this, and I asked him, how about a 30-year loan versus a 15-year loan? He said he'd recommend a 100-year loan because he believes the goal is not to pay off your house, but put your home's money to work for you. If this way of thinking about your home, your money, your future makes sense, call HMS Capital at 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. HMS Capital encourages you to apply with them and another lender at the same time. They're that confident they can get you the best deals. HMS Capital is the only lender I know that does that. I've done 2 mortgages with HMS Capital. I've known Mark for over 16 years. So call HMS Capital at 833-255-5698 or visit hmscapital.com. That's hmscapital.com.
HMS Capital Funding is a DBA of Birmingham Finance. Payment of ID number 2427. HMS Capital is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act 2010. Equal housing lender.
Omicron spreads faster than any other COVID-19 variant, so it's important for you to mask up to limit the spread. N95, KN95, and KF94 masks offer the best fit and filtration. Don't have these? Surgical masks or double masking with a surgical and fabric mask can also offer great protection. So there you go. Mask, vax, and get boosted. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hey, it's Neil Saavedra. You wouldn't think something like windows would change the beauty and efficiency of your home, but man, they do. My wife Tracy and I called American Vision Windows years ago. They installed gorgeous French doors, these great kitchen windows. They changed the flow of our home, brought light and backyard access to where there was none. Their work is fabulous. I recommended them to friends and family, and now they love American Vision Windows too. We all know Bill and Kathleen's story. They had a horrible experience replacing their own windows. They started their own company. Fast forward 20 years later, they continue to beautify homes like mine with personal care and complete attention. CSLB number 778326. Trust the window company I trust, my family and friends trust. Order by February 28 and pay 0% interest and 0 payments until 2023. On approved credit, restrictions apply. Call American Vision Windows. Get that free estimate. 888-226-9908. That's 888-226-9908. Or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com.
There's a lot of COVID info out there, but not all of it's true. So it's important to remember the facts. Do COVID-19 vaccines give people the virus? Nope. It's actually the opposite. Vaccines teach our cells how to fight COVID-19. And just like other vaccines, COVID-19 boosters help keep our immunity strong. Share the facts, not the virus. Find a vaccine near you at myturn.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
80 degrees already. Feels like springtime, or wintertime, or summertime. Heck, it's always time to go to Morocco. And now, the top 5 reasons to visit Morocco. Number 5.
College b-ball is going bananas. Watch the games on the 30-foot video wall and sideline bar. Go nuts and snag a Wahlburger, too.
Number 4.
Get serving plates and a stainless steel tool set when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 28th or the 1st.
3.
Pay with points. Food? Yep. Gas? Sure. Even gifts? You betcha. Pay for them all with your rewards points.
And the number 2.
Top Chef Fabio Bibiani is bringing you the Marketplace. It's a world-class casino dining experience like you've never experienced.
And the number 1 reason.
Spring break is almost here. Book your break at MoroccoCasinoResort.com today.
Morocco Casino Resort and Spa. Morocco. Good time. I had one cassette tape, so every time I drove to the Kings game,
The only tape they heard on the way to the forum and on the way home was Hotter Than July.
and then when the tape wore out because I listened to it so much, I went and I bought a different cassette
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
of Hotter Than July.
The same one.
Yeah.
Weeknights at 6 on KFI.
Good morning, Bill Handel and the morning crew. President's Day Monday, February 21. As we continue on, let's finish Handel on the news. Jennifer, Wayne, and me.
Oh boy, another person associated with Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead in a prison cell by suicide, or I know some of you would like me to say single quote, suicide. Jean-Luc Brunel was his name. He was allegedly found about 1 in the morning hanging in his cell. He is charged with rape of minors and sexual harassment, which in France is a criminal offense, sexual harassment. And another way to put it, a lot of people would simply say he was one of Epstein's pets.
Yeah, and this one is no issue. I mean, they're not a conspiracy theory nuts over in France. The guards had something to do with it. The guards didn't go and didn't check them on time. But yes, and what the story says is supposed to say 5 or 10 tonight, they did, right on time. He just, as soon as the guard left, he killed himself. His lawyers say that he's the victim of a judicial and media lynching. I.e., he never did anything wrong.
All right, there is a Democrat from Oklahoma who is a congressional candidate. Apparently, on February 11th, she went over to a friend's house, and they started drinking wine. And she started drinking more wine, and became more and more aggressive. Now, here's the problem. In this report, it looks like Abby Broyles started insulting some girls who were at a sleepover at this house of her friend. And according to multiple people who were interviewed, they said that she allegedly said one girl was an acne blank, hurled multiple insults at another girl, including calling her a Hispanic blank, and allegedly told one girl that she was just a judgy blank.
Yeah, and of course this is the same argument, and now it seems to be every single allegation of any kind of misconduct against a political figure or someone running for office is, this is a political attack. This is a witch hunt. I never did that. That's not true. The mothers are making this up just to attack me politically. And okay, so I was there. So I was mistakenly given a drug by one of the mothers and I was hallucinating. I really didn't know what was going on.
The best part of the story perhaps is, and I hope you're not eating breakfast right now, he also allegedly vomited into a laundry basket and one of the girls' shoes, according to this report, of course, which I'm sure is all
trumped up stuff that's not true in the call police. Now, were the clothes already washed and folded? Or is it just dirty clothes and they have
We need more investigation. What was in that laundry basket?
Because it's no definitive shoe, was it? Yeah, it's far more egregious if the clothes have already been laundered and folded. Because if they're in the wash anyway, it's not the end of the world.
Last time whoever did the laundry didn't put them away.
Sure. Okay. A woman in Tennessee, Melissa Blair, 38, has been arrested and charged with 18 counts of statutory rape and some other stuff. She is accused of having sex with at least 9 different young guys, offering them enticements such as vape pens in exchange for them having sex with her. They say all of these victims were between 14 and 17. The only thing weird about the story is not a teacher. Usually it's a teacher that commits these kinds of crimes. And of course it's statutory rape. And it's, no matter, I'm going to argue, this is probably about as consensual as you're going to get when you're talking about young boys or their teens. But it doesn't matter. It's still statutory rape. And so, well, she's going to go away for a long time. Now, she's been a teacher, but she was a big part of the school's booster club.
Although she's no longer allowed on.
And that's what I want to know. Was she, did she have kids at the school? Were these her kids' friends? Or was she just a random booster and used her position to meet the kids?
She had a kid in the system and that kid got transferred, so it's unclear whether she still had a reason to go on this campus.
She had a reason. All right, the professional bull rider here comes back to LA this week for what animal rights activists hope will be the last time. Possibly there will be a city ban on rodeos, but it still hasn't received final approval. And they say rodeos offer a number of inhumane implements, and they encourage aggressive behavior in animals. As I know why, since I rode a bull at a rodeo and I broke my arm. And many... What?
Did you use any of those implements to get the bulls more aggressive, did they?
I just sat on it while everybody else said, well, I think they tie them a certain way. They whip them up. I will say that it was mad and it fucked me and I probably deserved it. Yeah. But
the bull didn't fuck it. That's true. So all these implements, the bottom line, the story that is in particular here is all these various instruments or achievements that the bull more aggressive is considered a animal cruelty. And so that's how, those folks have already, the anti-animal cruelty people have gotten a lot of attention and success in the last few years. And raining stuff. Yeah. Here's one more story. Well, beloved Senator and police Cameron Cusco has passed away at the age of 12. This was known for taking down a violent parody in 2018.
remember that.
Yeah. You lost the seat, remember that?
That was a
good year. It was a national story. Went around the world. He died on natural death, retired, and it's one of those stories that actually, okay, I'll buy that. It's a lovely ending. I mean, not that he died, but retired and then died of old age. Life well lived, if you will, for anybody.
And then there's Zoe, 13-year-old Zoe, who was missing from her home for 12 years. In fact, she was gone so long that companies that make their microchips listed her as deceased. Well, apparently Zoe had been dropped off on a rural property outside Stockton, and she was found by somebody just on February 10th. So she appeared old and unwell. Animal Services retrieved her, scanned the microchip, and found that she had been reported missing in 2010 from Lafayette in the Bay Area, about 60 miles away. But apparently she's doing okay. She's back with her owner. She still has the same phone number. They probably never gave up hope that she'd come back. And look at that. Reunion took place.
Unfortunately, Zoe is very old. I'd like to take note of her own. Why do you care about the Ukraine-Russia conflict? Or is it going to affect us big time, even though we're not going to get personally, if you will, involved? No boots on the ground. I'll dive into that a little bit when we come back. This is KFI AM 640, live everywhere on iHeartRadio.
What you need to know, and when you need to know.
Bad Eva.
Los Angeles and China.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
President's Day 2. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A winter storm is moving into Southern California. Temperatures might be some scattered showers through tomorrow, maybe even into Wednesday. Winds expected at higher elevations that could fall as low as 1,500 feet. A winter storm warning for the San Bernardino Mountains starts tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. So the White House has confirmed that a meeting in principle between Presidents Biden and Putin could take place. Biden administration officials say the meeting depends on Russia not invading Ukraine, but Aaron Kaczynski says there's no sign Russia will back down.
The Russian Defense Ministry showed up for the departure of a plane carrying a siege missile. Tanks rolling through West Korea and Belarus. Instead of withdrawing their forces in Spain, Russia said it's keeping them there, close to the Ukrainian capital.
Kaczynski says Russia's military move leads the U.S. to believe Russia still plans to move forward with an invasion despite their denials. GMC Sierra started its investigation of a fatal crash of a police helicopter in Orange County. A police officer was killed in the crash Saturday. A second officer was hurt. Chief Eric Kyle says his department's helicopters are well cared for.
They're doing ongoing maintenance, and there's a schedule that is comprehensive with respect to the I don't know what occurred.
The helicopter was on its way to a call when it crashed into the water. Governor Newsom ordered flags to fly at half staff at the Capitol in honor of Officer Nicholas Vela. LA County Sheriff's deputies say they temporarily closed down the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood and dispersed about 1,000 people. A large crowd poured into the street last night after hip-hop artist Youth failed to show up at an oversold event at the Roxy. No arrests were reported. The number of COVID patients in LA County hospitals has fallen to 1,391. State figures released yesterday show a big drop from the middle of last month when it stood at over 4,800. The rolling average rate of people who test positive for the virus was 1.9% as of yesterday. That's down from 3% last Monday. LA County's DA has announced changes in the way it handles juvenile cases. District Attorney George Gaston pointed to the case of a transgender to serve in juvenile custody for the sexual assault of a 10-year-old girl in a restaurant bathroom. He says that may not have been an adequate sentence. The Greater Los Angeles Clinton County homeless count will start tomorrow night. Volunteers plan to spend 3 nights trying to get an accurate count of the number of unhoused people in the area. They will start in the San Gabriel and San Fernando Valley. The count was postponed for a month because of the surge in COVID-19. I'll take another look at your drive on the 5 in just a moment.
LeBron over Team Durant in the NBA All-Star Game to score 163 to 160. LeBron put up 24 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 30, but someone else was the high scorer for the night with 50 points and a whole bunch of threes. Here's League Commissioner Adam Silver.
It's now my honor to present this first time ever Kobe Bryant newly designed trophy and the Kia MVP to its only thing, one of the NBA's Steph Curry.
Meanwhile, Anthony Davis will be out of Lakers lineup for at least 4 weeks, recovering from the ankle sprain he suffered last Wednesday against the Utah Jazz on their national KFI Sports. I have a Life Source whole house water filtration system at home, and I absolutely love it. And there's some things about it that I'm going to share with you that makes a lot of sense, which is why I'm recommending it. First of all, a whole house water filtration system filters water from the outside of the home. So every faucet produces this clean, delicious, great taste, and obviously safe water. It is very highly filtered water. And the Life Source water filtration system reduces chlorine and chloramine, harsh chemicals, also hard water problems. It deals with the Life Source system. It effectively is bottled water. It's that kind of You'll actually taste the difference when you drink, when you cook with Life Source water. You're doing your dishes, you're obviously bathing in it, clothes being washed. I mean, that's pretty neat with bottled quality water, and there's no maintenance of any kind. Once installed, you are completely done. Forget about it, enjoy the water. Call 800-334-5009, 800-334-5009. Visit lightsourcewater.com. Light Source Water, taste and feel the difference.
Here's SoCal weather from KFI. Looks like it's going to be a cloudy day ahead. There is a slight chance of showers today, but a much better chance tomorrow. Today we do have a wind advisory in effect until about 6 o'clock tonight. Highs today are just going to be in the 50s and 60s, and we could see snow in higher elevations tomorrow. Right now it is 57 in Mission Hills, 52 in Orange. Let's take a look at your drive now on the 5 again.
That's it. Speaking of Mission Hills, the drive through New Halifax, little peace of mind this morning. It's a pretty good drive. Now, I got to warn you about a couple of big problems now to get going. The drive-through Diamond Bar has been in trouble all morning long, especially westbound. That class near Diamond Bar has only the far right lanes on both sides of the freeway open for travel at times it's completely shut down. Now, the westbound drive is down from Central, even the East 57 North both from Grand. So, especially for the westbound drive, use the westbound San Bernardino 1557. The other big problem is the North 605 before the Q10, although it's starting to clear, it'll be a little slow posting, but we have lane spot there. Southbound drive is kind of like pretty good. Actually down towards the I-5. Jet 5, AFI in the sky.
Brought to you by Life First Water. Taste and feel the difference. Dell Technologies Secondary Business Sale has arrived. For a limited time to the on all our latest tools to work from anywhere with fast free shipping. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Save for Business. So now's the time for incredible savings on PCs, along with printers, monitors, and docks. And with free shipping and quick installation and setup through Dell Installation Services. Get started by shopping online or contacting your Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. Again, the number to call is 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp. When my clients need solar, I call Sandra. The best design, service, and equipment, and hands down the best warranty in the industry. Other companies sound confident, but Sunlux gives you real guarantees. If your solar ever fails to produce what it was designed to, Sunlux will pay the difference in your electric bill. That is the Sunlux difference, and it's why I say there are only 2 kinds of solar companies in Southern California. Sunlux and everyone else. Start saving money today at That's Sunlux.com. CSLB 1008374.
Call service champions for their $88 professional ACT loan at 823-777-7777. More stimulating talk.
AM 640, Bill Handle here. The full morning crew on a President's Day, Monday, February 21. What's going on this morning? What's going on this morning over the weekend? First of all, some interesting news. Queen Elizabeth has tested positive for COVID. If that is big news, but is experiencing mild cold-like symptoms, according to the pilot, and is still working. And the Beijing winner again. Winter games are done, finished closing ceremonies, and I'm going to be doing more of that at 8 o'clock. There's quite a story as we dive a little bit deeper. Now, the big news around the world, the biggest news that we've had in a very long time geopolitically is the Ukraine-Russia conflict. And we've been hearing that Russia is amassing forces. Remember, I think just a week ago I reported there were 100,000 troops on the border. And now 160,000 troops, 190,000 troops is the last report of Russian troops on the border. And it's not just the border between Ukraine and Russia. Just north of Ukraine is Belarus, which is an ally of Russia. So Russia has sent its troops all along the Belarus-Ukraine border. So effectively, 3/4 of Ukraine is surrounded by Russian troops. Massive amounts of equipment also have been deployed, and they're right there at the border. And we are hearing that that Putin has already ordered that Russian commanders get ready for the invasion, for an incursion. And they're just sitting there, effectively in a football stance, ready to go. They're in position, waiting for the snap. And the State Department said we're waiting for...
$10, depending on train configuration.
It's close. U.S. has...
$4 for security.